Hey guys, hello everyone, and this is my new video, and now I want to congratulate and thank those people who have already subscribed to me. So friends, thank you all so much for being with me. Keep making me happy with your likes, comments and subscriptions. But now, let's talk about the main topic of this video. Today's video will be about such a problematic issue as bad knees, knee pain. But here I want to point out one thing. My audience is quite diverse in age. There are school kids and there are people over 40 and even over 50. So from this we can see that a large number of people have this problem, regardless of age or their past. Whether they were a professional athlete or just spent their whole life sitting at a computer. In this video, I want to show you the very best exercises that will make your knees much stronger and over time help your knee pain go away. Let's get started. The first exercise is the wall sit. It can be done in a wide variety of ways. I'll try to show you all of them. The first variation is the classic wall sit, where you try not to lift your hips off the wall while performing the exercise. You should do this exercise for 4 sets, and in the beginning, aim to hold each set for 1 minute. After that, gradually increase the time in this exercise as much as your strength allows. The second variation is a mixed foot position in the wall sit, meaning one foot on the toe, the other on the heel, and then switch. The third variation is a wall sit on your toes. And the fourth variation is a wall sit on your heel. It may seem that the position of your feet doesn't affect the difficulty of the exercise, but once you try it yourself, you'll definitely feel the difference. Also, when training in the gym, you can use a fit ball or a resistance band to experience the wall sit in a new way and engage different muscles while performing this exercise. When you use a resistance band, your glute muscles will be activated. If you use a fit ball and squeeze it, you'll additionally work your adductor muscles. In 2011, a study was conducted, though I won't go into too much detail about it. But in short, this study proved a direct connection between the gluteus medius muscle and knee pain. In other words, if your gluteus medius muscle is very weak, it won't be able to keep your leg in the correct anatomical position, and your leg will tend to rotate inward. As a result, your knee will be under stress, which leads to joint wear. This study showed that those who trained their gluteus medius muscle for 4 weeks felt that their knee pain became much less. So if your knees hurt, there is a chance that your gluteus medius muscle is weak. And now I'll show you how to check whether it's really weak or not. The simplest way to check this is the Trendelenburg test. You need to stand up, place your feet shoulder width apart, and bend one of your knees, moving your leg back. If your pelvis stays almost parallel to the floor, then everything is fine. However, if your pelvis tilts and you have to lean to maintain your balance, it means your gluteus medius muscle is weak. You can also notice this when performing exercises like lunges. If your knee collapses inward, this also indicates a weak gluteus medius muscle. There are many exercises to strengthen this muscle, but I will show you some of the best ones. The first exercise is standing leg abduction. At the initial stages, this exercise will be perform it without any weights at first. Later, you can add heavier equipment like ankle weights or use a cable machine at the gym. The second exercise is leg abduction on a machine. You should do this exercise for 15 repetitions and 4 sets. The third exercise for the gluteus medius is this kind of abduction while lying on your side, or a more advanced version in a side plank on your elbow. Do 4 sets of 10 repetitions each. And the fourth exercise is the crab walk. You should do it with a resistance band, but if you don't have one, you can do it without. The main thing to remember is that doing it without a band can be risky, but that seems like a topic for another video. If you do have a band, you can increase the intensity by moving it from your knees down to your feet lower and lower each time. In general, do 15 steps to the left and 15 to the right. 4 sets. The second exercise is a single leg chair squat with the other leg extended or with your foot resting on the opposite knee. Hold your body in this static position for 30 seconds on each leg. If you can't manage 30 seconds, just do as long as you can. The main thing is to spend the same amount of time on each leg. Do 4 sets as well. The third exercise is squats with pauses. This exercise is great because it involves static dynamic movement and your legs are loaded in different ways. Place your feet shoulder width apart and start doing squats. If you don't know how to do squats, there will be a tip in the top right corner now. Go check it out and learn how to do squats correctly. We conditionally divide our squats into 4 phases and hold each of these 4 positions for 5 seconds. I won't specify exactly how many times you need to do these exercises, because some people will do it once and already find it difficult to continue, while others will do 10 and say it's easy for them. So, here, go by how you feel, but I still recommend not exceeding 10 to 15 repetitions per set and doing 3 to 4 sets like this. The first exercise is lunges forward, backward, and to the side. Do each type of lunge for 15 repetitions. 4 sets. There's not much to explain here. The main thing is to make sure your knee doesn't go past your toes. and most of your body weight should be on your heel, not on your toes. The fifth exercise is slow step-ups onto a step. Try to make sure that when performing this exercise, your knee does not go past your toes. Do 15 controlled repetitions for 4 sets on each leg. The sixth exercise is the horse stance with different variations, either with a wide or narrow stance. This exercise is very effective for strengthening your ligaments and knees overall. My record for this exercise is 3 minutes, but I recommend that at the beginning you do 4 sets of 1 minute each. The seventh exercise will be a preparatory exercise for sissy squats. Stand near a wall at such a distance that when you bend your knees, your thigh is perpendicular to the floor, and your knees should be pointing straight down. Perform these squats with 2 pauses, one in the middle and one at the lowest point. Do 10 repetitions for 3 sets. The eighth exercise is sissy squats. This exercise is risky in terms of injury, so I wouldn't recommend doing it during recovery. This exercise puts a good load on your quadriceps and knee joints. It's better to do this exercise while holding on to something for support. You shouldn't do this exercise first in your workout. The ninth exercise is all kinds of single leg squats using some kind of surface. The first variation is squats while standing on some kind of elevation, stepping forward. Do 4 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions of these. The second variation is like a reverse lunge. The number of sets and repetitions is the same. The third variation is these crossing squats, which in my opinion are the most difficult of these squats. This exercise develops coordination and strengthens your knees well. The 10th exercise is squats with different foot positions and a small range of motion. You should perform them in a set, starting with the standard foot position, then wide and then narrow. Do 3 sets of 10 reps for each type of squat. The 11th exercise is kneeling down. This exercise stretches the front of the thigh well as the ligaments. Perform this exercise for 10 repetitions, 3 sets. The 12th exercise, a stretching exercise. I don't know what this yoga exercise is called, but if anyone knows, write it in the comments because honestly, I'm too lazy to look up its name. And anyway, I think nobody really needs it. The main thing is how it looks, and it looks like this. We sit down on our knees, then spread our feet apart to the sides so that the entire inner surface of your legs touches the floor. And then we lie down on the floor. Obviously, not everyone will be able to do this exercise, but that's what training is for, to get better and achieve your goals. This exercise gives a good stretch to the front of the thigh and improves joint mobility. I usually lie like this for about 5 minutes, I think. The main thing here is to relax. Do this exercise based on how you feel. But to start, try to hold it for at least a minute. Now let's move on to an exercise that, unfortunately, can't really be done without a gym. You can't perform it fully, at least not completely. However, there are alternative exercises which I show in a video. The link will appear now in the top right corner. Exercise 13. Hamstring curls. You should perform this exercise with a pause, since the focus here is more on strengthening the ligaments rather than the muscles. Do 12 to 15 repetitions for 4 sets. Exercise 14. Leg extensions for the quadriceps. Perform these with pauses as well, 12 to 15 repetitions, 4 sets. You can also do extensions with a kettlebell if you have one, but keep in mind that the weight should be light. And exercise 15 is abduction and adduction of the leg while seated with a resistance band. This is a great strengthening exercise for your knee joints. This exercise is often included as a rehabilitation exercise. Do 15 repetitions, 4 sets for each leg. Well friends, that's the video I ended up with. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave your likes, subscriptions and comments. Any activity from you is appreciated. And as always, I wish you to stay in shape and keep progressing. Wishing everyone good health. See you next time.